truck driver that was involved in the fatal May 18th accident has been inspected. Former Tobago chairman calls on Tobagonians to get back to farming. And the Tobago pensioners call for an increase in pension. Good evening, I am Kristen Salandi. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Thursday, 3rd August 2023. Topping the news tonight. Assistant Commissioner of Police for Tobago, Collis Hazel, insists that the cement truck involved in the tragic accident, which claimed the lives of a young couple, was in fact inspected. The truck was seen being transported by ferry to Trinidad on the night of the May 18th accident, sparking island-wide rumors of a cover-up. However, ACP Hazel dispelled those rumors on Good Morning Tobago.
It was only a month ago at a THA town hall meeting that residents raised questions about investigations into the accident which claimed the lives of Christian and Teresa Adams. The accident left 3 children orphans. While Tobagonians grieved, they were enraged to find out that the cement truck involved in the accident was transported to Trinidad the very same night. Chief Secretary Fali Augustine and Secretary of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development, Trevor James, voiced their concern about how the truck was allowed to leave Tobago. They questioned the integrity of the police investigations and called for updates. ACP Collis Hazel dismissed claims that the police handled the accident investigations poorly.
I received several calls from people all over telling me about the truck. They take the truck and the truck running down to Trinidad and what's that? Poppycock! Foolishness!
He explained that when the accident happened, all relevant state resources were on site.
We were able to get the Assistant Commissioner of Transport, my colleague here in Tobago, to come on spot right away. I, with my own 2 eyes, saw him inspected the vehicle.
According to ACP, inspections follow the law under the Motor and Vehicles Act as it relates to vehicles involved in fatal accidents.
That vehicle was inspected the very same day the accident took place. So there was no need for us to take it and impound it in any vehicle or in any station for anybody to come.
ACP Hazel said police are still investigating the accident and cannot provide any further details. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates Television.
Former chairman of the Tobago Agribusiness Development Company Limited, TADCO, says that over the years, Tobagonians have neglected farming practices. He's calling for young people to take up a vested interest in providing food for Tobago. Janae Campbell reports.
It is common knowledge that Tobago was once agriculturally productive. However, over the years, this has taken a downward trend as we now see high import dependence on the Trinidad market. Orwin Dillon, seasoned farmer, echoed these sentiments on Tobago Updates Brunch, a taste of Tobago show today.
I think the cities as a whole need to see agriculture as very important for us going forward as a people. First,
Yes.
it was the culture of our parents. They were very much involved in agriculture. That has been pushed aside a lot by younger people. And it's going to cost us a lot individually and collectively as the days progress. As we all see the price of food, where it is going to now, somebody has to provide it.
The former TADCO chairman further called for greater economic emphasis to be agriculture, noting that this is a fundamental source of national prosperity.
If you listen to the budget, you see the lump of the money goes to education, and now it's going to national security, not agriculture. But at the end of the day, everyone needs a meal to survive. And it's about time we start focusing on agriculture. If we focus on agriculture, I believe we're going to spend less money in health, because the citizens of this country will be healthier people.
Deforestation is a global issue affecting food security. In addition, Mr. Dillon championed the need for reforestation efforts to be made.
But I'm saying we continue to destroy our fruit trees. Our grandparents and parents would have planted, and some people would have removed them only to build houses. Nobody's thinking about replanting fruit trees. Some of our children and grandchildren know exactly what some of the fruits look like.
A solution proposed by Mr. Dillon is to reintroduce robust agricultural programs in schools in order to foster young interest.
From primary school, almost every primary school had a school garden that no longer exists in some primary schools.
Yeah.
And I think that needs to be returned so from an early age, children can appreciate the importance of agriculture.
Janae Campbell, Tobago Updates, Television News.
The Trinidad license officers have partnered with Tobago license officers alongside the TTPS to conduct road exercises. Citizens are feeling stressed by the presence of the license officers due to the invasion that would have occurred in April. Tanika Cruikshank has more on this story.
Assistant Commissioner of Police Collis Hazel reminded the public that the Trinidad inspectors are affiliated branches and that these branches must cooperate to protect Tobagonians. According to Hazel, the inspectors are on the island to help the Tobago inspectors, not to cause disturbance.
We are sworn to work any and everywhere. And I want to put that to rest so that we can call on the resources of national security at any part to work anywhere, and we want no permission from no one.
He said the purpose of the Trinidad inspectors here in Tobago is to utilize the joints of the police needed for a change in society, citing that the collaboration and stakeholder engagement are essential components of the strategic plan with the TTPS.
Anyone in which we want to align with is to help us to work with some of the issues that we are plaguing with.
Hazel noted there are instances where homicidal acts are being conducted in Tobago involving unlawful motor vehicles.
My case where most of the homicides that we are investigating, we have situations where motor vehicles are being used coming via the ferry, coming to Tobago, wrong number plates, and ending up here in people here, purchasing them, using them, and committing crime and criminality.
According to Clive Clark, Transport Commissioner of License Office, the inspector's responsibility is to safeguard residents rather than issue fines.
We are seeing a number of persons who are driving without driver's permit. We are seeing persons who are driving that have been expired and have failed to come in to renew their permits because they may have sanctions.
Clark stated if certain concerns are not addressed right away, something will inevitably happen. The inspector's responsibility is to warn the public away from investments such as purchasing from Trinidadian sellers.
We have picked up a number of stolen vehicles, and we are also seeing them circulating in Tobago.
When it comes to seatbelts, window tints and cell phones, Clark emphasized there is zero tolerance. He added it can become fatal the moment your eyes for a few seconds.
While we were leaving our hotel, when I, the commissioner, looked back to ensure the last vehicle came out, and just behind the last vehicle, someone was driving with a camera on top of the vehicle, holding in his hand through his cell phone, using his cell phone and taping.
Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
Yes.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments, complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
From the experts that created the Zinger sandwich comes the KFC Crispy Barbecue Zinger.
The only one I see is you.
Cheddar cheese, crispy onions, the most delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken, and barbecue sauce. Get ready for a whole new level of flavor.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates television news. Farmers in Green Hill, Monks and George are complaining about the state of agriculture access roads. They say that when heavy rain falls, they cannot get to their farms, forcing some farmers to abandon the land. Candice Jackson gives us the details.
For over 4 decades, other farmers complained about the troubles they experience in accessing farmlands in Green Hill, Mount St. George. When crews from a local by the THA to repair the road, he was relieved. However, it was short-lived as the road quickly fell into disrepair again.
It's our own self, and you ain't calling them to mash them up. You want to correct them. So I taught Mr. Artist Dennis, and when I rectify this, so he had to see taxpayer money, millions spent here, and see following them now, I come back and go and spend millions on the same road that in the last 2 days. You're shame and disgrace.
George said the road continues to be in such a bad state with many danger points along the way.
About going 4 years now landside here, right? The vehicle that pass on the edge here, one vehicle go away and go later there, they'll go back to take it out.
During the dry season, the road is somewhat passable, but
when the summer car, the small car, the vehicle park out, they can't come in. Right, the 4-wheeler going to come in, the vest car come in.
As a farmer who believes in mentoring young people in agriculture and ensuring food security for Tobago, he is disheartened when he sees the abandoned farmlands around him.
I almost 70 years, right? And I don't know how much I could do. I just trying to encourage them. I'm begging them to hold on. You understand? Begging them to hold on. Imagine they want to bring some material, but the chocolate said they're coming in the material, then coming in here.
Right behind me here, I'll just run some beekeeping stations for one of the farmers that operate out of here, a young who was forced to abandon this because of the road conditions.
Trying until, after a while, save up to how much I could get to buy our van, and that was last year. So since last year, we had to come in here.
Edward said he had to either transfer the bees to another owner or abandon them altogether. The hives now serve as a reminder of his hard work gone in vain.
It makes it feel discouraging because you go any other route, but you say, you know what, I'm going to go straight and narrow, stay on this and proceed on it, but then
George and his fellow farmers are disappointed that the roads are not properly repaired, but they are hoping for another attempt.
I asked the authority, Mr. Fally, under Mr. Fally right now, they are assembly. I asked them not to tar the road anymore. I asked them if they could concrete all the access road on them, concrete them, and going to stand up.
Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.
We reached out to the Secretary of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development, Natisha Charles Panton, for comment. She indicated that the Green Hill Agriculture Access Road is currently under audit. It is one of the many that are attracting the attention of independent forensic investigators evaluating road construction projects done under the previous THA administration. Charles Panton admitted she did not know that the road deteriorated to such a state that it is preventing farmers from easily accessing their lands, but promised to look into it. However, she said that work on agriculture access roads is only done in the dry season and according to the funding available. It is important to introduce children to the latest information technology developments. This from Joseph Fredericks, Summer Camp Coordinator of the 2023 edition of the Young Innovators Camp. With increased job opportunities in the technological field, they believe a camp such as this can get the children off to a good start. Reporter Janae Campbell shares more.
The primary focus of this camp is to develop the children's skills in robotics and animation with the intent of fostering a greater sense of creativity among young minds.
So my name is Tabil Atta and I am from ePixel Studios and I am an animation trainer here at the Innovators Camp 2023.
Our crew was delighted to witness the animations the children were able to create. This is as a result of the meticulous efforts of Miss Atta, who said it has not been an easy endeavor.
It has been a little bit difficult because, each child has a different stage of learning, but we do try our best to make sure that everybody has a chance to learn animation. But so far, the kids have grasped it really well. Different people have done so many fun fighting and driving cars and all these imaginative things that kids do,
Are you prepared for the future of technology that will soon take over all our systems? Why not prepare our youth for these imminent developments? These were the sentiments of Tabil.
I do think it's really very important, crucial even, that we introduce young people to technology, as that is the big thing in today's society. Going forward, things are only going to become more technologically advanced, and it's really important that we introduce our kids to programming, animation, video games, how to use a computer system.
The future of Tobago is admittably bright. Who knows, we may see the evolution of a generation of Nobel Prize winning innovators coming from Tobago. Among other activities done at the camp was app development. The kids were able to create an application in which they were taught programming skills. Particularly, the young innovators utilized the app to play video games, virtual tic-tac-toe, and much more. Janae Campbell, Tobago Updates Television News.
In some positive news, the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, DHWSP, is embracing inclusivity by engaging 2 interns from their Tech Box Center. Simeon Williams and Chelsea Mackenzie joined the DHWSP team on August 2nd, 2023, and will work with in the registry and accounts units during the holiday period. DHWSP Secretary Dr. Faith B. Israel expressed the importance of equal opportunities for all to lead better lives. Dr. Mona Dillon, manager of the Tech Box Center, highlighted the significance of providing opportunities for persons with disabilities to explore their strengths for independent living and meaningful integration into society. Simeon and Chelsea also shared their excitement and gratitude for the chance to work with the division's team. You're viewing the Tobago Updates Television. More news when we return.
October will never be better with Tobago Carnival fever. Okay, passage and come on over.
Summerama, real steam for the summer at standard. Is a dream for the summer. Dreamy, steamy, standard. What you have? All the best deals, no drama. Standard be beat like a hammer. Go tell your friend, tell your papa, tell your mama. We got more. Standards are what is searching for. Quality brand, discounts galore. New things for the summer, online in store. Summertime is here, so make the most out of it at Standard. Never beaten on quality and price. It nice.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry if your nice can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry, what I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry, don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry if your house get flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry, what I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry if sickness catch you off guard. I tell them never ever worry if times fall on you real hard. I tell them never ever worry, what I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you.
Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
Jade Monkey! We celebrate a living legend, Curtis Garant, the Outer International General Garant. Garanti. On the 6th of August, it's a celebration with the General Grant, and he's coming with his friends, Gordonite, Ziggy Rankin, Sasha, and Prophet Benjamin. Your DJs, Trendsetter Goofy, and adjacent to artistry, Dreads International. Admission only $100 at the door. You pay more. Get your tickets now at Jade Monkey Bar, Barcode, Happy Place Bar, and Pablo Supermarket. For more information, call 266-6626 or 366-0991. Follow us on Instagram at Jade Monkey Bar TBG. On Facebook at Jade Monkey Bar Tobago. It's a celebration with the General Grant on the 6th of August from 9 p.m. at the Jade Monkey. This event powered by Digicel, Carib, Cool Control Air Conditioning, and Blue Heron Establishment.
Full disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates. Real questions and honest conversations with the sole aim of keeping you fully in the know. Full disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates.
Thank you for staying with us. According to livingcost.org, the cost of living in Trinidad and Tobago is 1.02 times more expensive than the world average. The senior population in Tobago shared their thoughts on the senior citizens' pension in this Tobago Says segment.
Welcome. And on this segment here on Tobago Says, we are in the hearts of Scarborough, and yes, I am joined by students of the Signal Hill Secondary School and World of Work program, and we are focusing on everything senior citizens pension. And this grant provides financial assistance to eligible older persons in Trinidad and Tobago, and right now it's valued at $3,500. So we're going to find out from people, do you think that the senior citizens pension should be raised, yes or no?
Well, for the time they're giving that kind of money, it's time enough for you to raise because the cost of living is very expensive. And when they pay the little light bill and those things, you know, they need money to buy the food stuff. And food stuff, you know, food stuff keep going up. Look at the price of condensed milk and these things.
Cost of living is getting very high. And as cost of living getting high, people getting older, and you need enough money to cover all your expenses.
So, yeah, I think you should pay them. And pay them well. Some people have spent their life volunteering, serving, giving back to community, contributing to nationhood. So, yes, we do owe them.
Yes, I think old age pension should raise because $3,500 can't mind you for the month. Everything, the prices are very high. By the time you pay light bill, you pay a little telephone bill, your medical, you have nothing to live on.
The rising of the food in the groceries and other things. These people will need a little more money to move about. And I think so. I think they should really raise.
Excitement for the 2023 Tobago Carnival develops. Frog Angels, Juve and Mas brought us their 2023 display of costumes. Here is a glimpse from reporter Tanika Cruikshank at one of was offered during their virtual band launch on Wednesday.
The band launch was virtual in order to connect with the international audience who were unable to be individual which band they should join as the Tobago October Carnival draws near. For Mass, the Fog Angel Band is anticipated to feature 12 sections and 6 sections for Juve. The launch was hosted by Sonny Bling and Daniel Lovelace as they introduced the 4 sections for the Mass Band: Curvy, Ultra Frontline, Backline and Frontline.
That's right, we are getting ready for Tobago's Carnival happening on the 27th to the 29th of October, and I'm talking real nice, the biggest and sexiest band on the road.
And the safest.
And the safest. And of course, we have to let you guys know there's a pre-party and an after-party, not just the road. This is the band to be.
The Mambo and Like Yourself section seemed to be the crowd's favorite, with the hues of orange and pink that were loaded with jewels to honor the Pigeon Point sunset.
Calling me name, Fog Angels we name. Listen, Fog Angels is the best band. And next
as the stage filled with multicolored gems and shades of blue, green and silver, the glitz section served as an inspiration for an exquisite scene for persons who are flashy.
But Fog Angels only calling me, they only calling me. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself.
With colors of blue, green and pink, accented by multicolored jewels, the jam section filled the stage to the brim while adding a male costume to this section.
Look how the ground shake it all over town. Shake up your whole waist. Shake it.
As the public may question the experience of Fog Angels, the masqueraders spoke about how they felt being a part of the Fog Angels band, what the band meant to them, and the road experience, as the band is known for their premium, all-inclusive, award-winning Juve and Mass band.
This is my first time today working with Fog Angels, and so far it's been a great experience. The team has been very welcoming.
Creativity, like being on the road with them, is just a different vibe altogether. Like I said, and I've told multiple people that I love Tobago Carnival.
Don't move, show the spirit discipline, don't shake.
Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
This has been your Tobago Updates Television News. The truck that was involved in the fatal May 18th accident has been inspected. Former TADCO chairman calls on Tobagonians to get back to farming, and the Tobago pensioners call for an increase in pension. I am Kristen Solandi. Have a good night. Part of that was not on the prompter.